What if I told you the Cleveland Browns already know who their starting quarterback is for week 1, but that might not even be the most important question heading into the season? That's right, the Browns' quarterback situation is evolving, but spring practice has revealed a subtle but crucial insight that not everyone is getting. It's not just about naming the guy who's going to take the first snap against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. It's about figuring out who's really next in line when it matters most, when injuries strike or performances dip. And based on everything we're seeing from Berea, that second-string decision could be what makes Cleveland's season. Let's break it down. But first, make sure you've clicked like if you've been a Cleveland Browns fan for 20-plus years. It's great to see fans of all ages. If you think we have what it takes to be a winner, write this: Go Browns! My heart is brown and orange. Well, let's get straight to the point. First, yes, Joe Flacco appears to be the Browns' presumptive starter. He's 40, experienced, and let's face it, Kevin Stefanski knows exactly what he's getting with him. He barely saw any first-team reps during the 3-day mandatory minicamp, but it wasn't because he needed them. Flacco stepped in off his couch in late 2023 and immediately gelled with the offense. Chemistry isn't a concern, and Stefanski seems to be more focused on evaluating Kenny Pickett, developing rookies Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, and keeping Flacco ready without overexposing him. But while everyone's talking about who gets the nod in week 1, the real intrigue lies deeper. Who's first off the bench if Flacco falters or goes down? That's not a hypothetical. Flacco hasn't played a full season since 2017. The odds say Cleveland will need another arm before this year's done. So who gets the call? Kenny Pickett? He's the name with NFL starts under his belt, but not exactly a clean slate. Dillon Gabriel, the rookie from Oklahoma and Oregon? Or Shedeur Sanders, the high-profile Colorado product? Here's where it gets interesting. The biggest thorns in Stefanski's side the past 2 seasons have been turnovers and sacks. If you're Kevin Stefanski, solving those 2 problems has to be at the top of your priority list heading into 2025. The Browns led the league in turnovers in back-to-back seasons, not exactly the kind of stat you want to be proud of. So whoever steps under center better protect the football and know how to process the defense fast enough to avoid drive-killing sacks. That's why Dillon Gabriel might be the sleeper here. No, he's not the most flashy. He doesn't have a cannon arm or Lamar-like legs. But his decision-making and football IQ made him thrive across UCF, Oklahoma, and Oregon. He's efficient, smart with the football, and reads the field with confidence. When Tommy Rees spoke about what the Browns are looking for in a QB, decision and processing, someone who is an efficient operator, Gabriel's name practically echoed between the lines. Contrast that with Shedeur Sanders. Tremendous talent, no question. But 94 sacks over 2 seasons at Colorado? That's a red flag Stefanski can't ignore, especially given the Browns' recent struggles protecting the football. Gabriel, on the other hand, just might be the steady hand this offense needs waiting in the wings. Now, what about the numbers? ESPN put together a quarterback stat tracker out of spring camp. And it's cool, sure, Shedeur Sanders led in reps and posted 9 touchdowns with just 1 interception. But remember, that came mostly against second and third team defenses, not Myles Garrett or Denzel Ward. Gabriel and Pickett followed, with Flacco throwing the fewest passes. But let's be honest, spring stats are fun fridge material, not something to hang your quarterback hopes on. This is all leading to something bigger. Stefanski isn't just building a depth chart, he's trying to bulletproof his offense. Joe Flacco might start, but who's going to be his safety net? Who steps in when things get tough? Because here's the reality, no matter how polished Joe Flacco looks, the Browns need to be prepared for the inevitable moment when a backup is called upon. It's not just about who looks the part, it's about who can minimize risk and keep this offense on schedule. That's what makes this battle so compelling. It's not about flash, it's about functionality. Let's drill deeper into the dynamics of these quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett, the former Steelers starter, arrives in Cleveland with the most NFL experience among the backup contenders. But experience doesn't always equate to reliability. Pickett struggled with inconsistency in Pittsburgh. He has moments that suggest potential, but he's also had questionable decision-making and red zone struggles. That's the last thing Stefanski wants more of. If turnovers and inefficiency have plagued the Browns, Pickett needs to prove he's evolved, and fast. Dillon Gabriel, as mentioned, might just be the most system-friendly quarterback in the group. You won't see highlight reels of him launching 70-yard bombs, but what you will see is a player who processes defenses quickly, makes smart reads, and limits mistakes. That's exactly the quarterback prototype that matches the current goals of Cleveland's offense. It's about reducing self-inflicted wounds. Gabriel, by all accounts from minicamp, has shown poise in the pocket, maturity in reads, and composure under pressure, even if it's just during spring reps. Then there's Shedeur Sanders, the most polarizing name in this room. Fans are excited, and rightfully so. He's charismatic, he's got pedigree, and his flashes of brilliance at Colorado were electric. But the sack numbers can't be ignored. Stefanski needs someone who can keep drives alive, not someone who's prone to taking back-breaking losses behind the line. Can Sanders improve his pocket awareness and internal clock? Absolutely. But it's a steep learning curve at the NFL level, and if Cleveland is serious about contending, patience might be required before handing him the keys. Now, zooming out, let's talk strategy. The Browns' approach to this quarterback room feels deliberate. Flacco provides stability. Pickett offers experience. Gabriel brings intelligence and precision. Sanders delivers raw talent and upside. Each one fills a different tier of the quarterback hierarchy, and the front office seems to be betting on Stefanski to keep this machine running smoothly, regardless of who's behind center. But here's something that fans might not be considering enough. Stefanski's system thrives on rhythm, timing, and precision. It's not built for improvisation-heavy quarterbacks who rely on off-schedule plays to succeed. It's a calculated, structured scheme that rewards decision-making above all else. That's why Gabriel, again, could be the surprise breakout, not because he's flashy, but because he's functional. Of course, everything could change in training camp. That's when the intensity spikes, defenses disguise looks, and real-time chemistry gets tested. But from what we've seen so far, the quarterback depth chart isn't just about naming a backup. It's about identifying who can step in and keep this ship afloat with minimal disruption. It's also a sign of how far this team has come. For once, the Browns aren't scrambling in desperation mode. They have options. They have layers. And that's a testament to the organization's planning and resilience. Fans should feel encouraged. The floor has been raised. The safety net is stronger. Whether it's Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel, or Sanders, the Browns are prepared to face the marathon of an NFL season with a room that's deeper than it's been in years. But now it's your turn. Who do you trust most as the backup? Who should be groomed as the quarterback of the future? Are you buying into the Dylan Gabriel hype? Or do you believe Shedeur Sanders is just one polished offseason away from greatness? And just before we wrap this up, let's not overlook one more key angle: team chemistry. The quarterback room isn't just about stats or skills. It's about leadership. Who commands the huddle? Who earns the respect of the locker room? Early word from OTAs and minicamp suggests Flacco's presence still carries serious weight. He's not just a stopgap. He's a teacher, a guide, and a mentor to these young quarterbacks. That kind of veteran leadership can accelerate the development of both Gabriel and Sanders. And that's exactly what this team needs, a bridge between the now and the future. If Flacco is the starter and Gabriel becomes the first off the bench, that's not a failure, it's a plan. It's a sign the Browns are thinking long-term, building not just for week 1 but for January football and beyond. So again, sound off in the comments. Who do you want to see take the reins if Flacco can't go the distance? Do you see a hidden gem in this depth chart? Drop your take and don't forget, like, subscribe, and stay locked into everything Cleveland Browns. The journey's just getting started. Let us know in the comments below. Your take might just be featured in the next episode. And hey, if you made it this far, do us a solid, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from the Dawg Pound. We're rolling out fresh coverage all off-season long. You won't want to miss a beat. Until next time, Browns fans, stay loud, stay loyal, and keep believing.